Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean here with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Thank you for taking a quick moment out of your day to explore the kind of like the 1 through 6 ranking of the 2021 Morgan and Peace Dollar series. Okay, so we had the first 4 coins that officially went on sale as pre-orders. The first 2 you see here on screen are the Carson City Privy and the New Orleans Mint Privy mark. Now, the Privy mark is just a faithful kind of like reproduction of where the Mint mark normally goes, and that is on the reverse. Of course, the coins are still all minted in Philadelphia, but this is a way of paying homage to the series in itself, and I think they did a fantastic job. Now, if we looked on the reverse of the coin, they added the CC Privy mark, but it's set higher in relief on the coin, and then the actual letters of the Mint mark is recessed into that area that's in relief. So that's how these are made. They're $999 fine. You guys know the big deal on these. They're all available for $85 per coin. And I guess probably is now a good time as any to talk about how these coins rank currently in today's market, because it's unfathomable to think that these coins are indeed selling on the secondary market when they haven't even made it into its consumers' hands. Pre-orders, as you guys know, you place the order now, they get shipped out the end of October, beginning of November, according to the U.S. Mint's timeline of the actual processing stage of the order. But there is 6 coins altogether, all right? So we got the CC, which undeniably is number 1 on the list. I mean, it's no big secret. But we also have the New Orleans, okay? Where does this coin rank in the 6 total coins? We have that one as well. So these 2 are available with just incredibly larger household limits. You could have ordered up to 10 of each coin. Come to find out, the U.S. Mint had issues with not only the ordering process, but apparently there was a lot of server issues and bots and all that great stuff. So they, tentatively, they went ahead and canceled the subsequent 2 other releases, which was supposed to be June 1st and then June 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So what they did was they sorted out all of their website issues and all that, and then they went ahead and offered up the pre-release events August 3rd. So these 2 had already passed as of 6 days ago. And then, of course, tomorrow, all right, we have the Philadelphia, the final Morgan out of the 6. And then we also have the Peace Dollar. Now, the Peace Dollar is kind of in a unique spot. So where exactly would this coin rank at in the top 6? We have a product limit that's 25,000 more above and beyond the Morgans. Now, keep in mind, there's 5 Morgans times 175,000 coins. And granted, they all have that different Privy Mint mark. But this one right here, 200,000. They're only making 1 variant, and that is a Philadelphia struck example with no visible mint mark of any kind on the coin, and household order limit of 3. So the reason why I'm doing this video today is to, number 1, not only show you what the market is doing on eBay, which we're going to go through and look at, but there is one more order period, which is tomorrow, okay? We are roughly 24 hours away. You never know. One of these coins, either the Peace or the P Morgan, might surprise the heck out of you on this list, just based off of the secondary market activity. You might want to jump in on these coins if it feels right and it looks like an opportunity for you to jump on it. Now, I just wanted to go out and say, first and foremost, that I am not a financial guru in all of this. All right, so take for what I have to say as entertainment purposes only, but the numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be showing you hard, concrete, sold listings of every single pre-order for each of the coins. Not every single pre-order, but the most recent sales within the last 24 to 48 hours. Again, the overall list is going to surprise you quite a fair deal. Coins you thought would be a little bit higher up on the rank are actually going to be probably low tier. All right, so please do take that into consideration when you're going and buying these or investing in them or whatever. These are just simply the flavor of the month, all right? They're popular. They're the 100-year anniversary of both coins. There's a lot to understand as to why these are selling for what they are today. And then at the end of the video, we're going to talk about speculatively which coins at the moment that these are shipped and dropped to your door are going to be worth holding onto long term. All right, so the first coin, no doubt about it, that's going to be the top #1 coin to go for if you still have the opportunity, give this a second, is the CC Privy Mint-Mark. This is a coin as of today that's selling for the most amount of money for your confirmed pre-sale order. All right, we are seeing coins for singular coins still ranging in that $450 to $500 range. This is absolutely phenomenal. Pretty much unprecedented for a coin that theoretically does not exist in anybody's hands. Neither is it available in any capacity, any physical form out there. So for it to sell for this kind of money, I have high hopes that this coin is going to be a powerhouse in October when it finally reaches people's hands. So how does that equate to the actual sales at that point? It could be $600-700 a coin. Or it might actually drop because at that point, the physical coins are out there and people are going to have them in their hands. That instant gratification sets in. And then there's going to be no more FOMO. You know, people are going to buy them up. They're going to trade hands. And, you know. So it could go either way. It could go up, which I'm thinking it might. Because we are talking about the holiday period in which these are coming out for actual release. So yeah, the CCs. Now we have multiple coin lots here. So the ones that say like 849, this is for the CCDO coins. Surprisingly, no S mint in there. Here's another one for 425, and these are, you know, check out the date as well. This is August 8th, so this is within the last day or so. Here's a 2-coin lot, 649 for the CC and O. Here's just the CC for 480. Take into consideration, I'm not talking about shipping either. That'll just bump up the price of the coin a little bit more. 5 1/4. So that's one of our first sales that we've seen of this coin above and beyond $500. Plus free shipping. I mean, there's a pretty easy reason why that one sold for what it did. But as you can see, again, as far as a range, $450 to $500. This is no doubt the undisputed king out of the 6 coins that was sold here in the last few months. All right, as far as the Morgan and Peace Dollar series. All right, so the second coin on the list that's going to be the most targeted and is currently one of the most valuable, again, is going to be one of the first releases from the May drop, and that's going to be the New Orleans Mint Privy coins. We have seen robust sales between $250 to $300. We've even seen a few sales that have eclipsed $300 on this particular coin. When I had done a video about a week ago talking about these and how they've shot up like a cannon, the old Privy Mint-Mark was right at $300, but we're seeing sales between like $250 to $300 on average for these coins. Here's one here that sold for $300, and then there is shipping involved as well. And then, you know, there's some outliers. Like this one sold for $192. Here's another one that sold for $285. So there seems to be, out of all 6 of the coins, a lot more kind of like a lot more of a range for this coin. I think for whatever reason, and this one has been available for a few months already, since people got their confirmed orders. I think it's still trying to find a price point, but as of right now, $250 to $300 for the O Privy coins is right in the wheelhouse. Now here's one for $375. So as far as averages go, you know, we had a low of that 182. We've had a high of 375. So we just went right in the middle. 250 to 300, you know, is where I'm seeing this coin currently. Now this one may go up because the allure, the desirability of both the Carson City and New Orleans coins is that these are 2 obsolete minting facilities. Now, the Carson City Mint still exists in physical form. It's actually part of the Nevada State Museum. I've been there a dozen times, but You know, they are minting facilities that don't operate on the norm. All right, so they don't produce any special strikes or anything like that. I mean, these were all produced in Philadelphia. All right, so that's the second coin, the second most desirable coin. Third coin is going to shock you a little bit, and that's going to be the 2021 peace dollar. All right, I put this one at number 3, and I think we also have a close, it could be a tie for number 3 with this next coin. But we're seeing sales of this particular coin on average for between $200 to $225. The big primary reason why I put this one here, even though the coin hasn't been made available for sale, that is tomorrow, August 10th or whatever it is that this is, again, that one-shot coin. All right, there's only going to be one coin with no other variants in terms of mint mark. It's just going to be a Philadelphia 2021, and it's going to be high relief, and it's going to be gorgeous. But as you can see, I said 200 to 250, I guess, is where we're at on this. We've seen some sales dip under 200. We've seen other sales as high as this here, 279, 285. I mean, it's getting pretty close to where the New Orleans Mint coin is. But then again, we do have sales like this. Now, with these particular sales, there's nothing set in stone. There's no confirmed order. There's nothing like that. This is interesting. A Mint State 69 first release, someone has pitched on here for $350 already. So that seems like a pretty good rate. But as you can see, prices are kind of like all over the place because these haven't gone available for pre-order yet. That's going to be tomorrow. All right, so that's the peace dollar. That is going to be the third most popular, I would say. And don't be surprised if this one moves up to maybe spot number 2 by the time we're all said and done. So let's say, I think our kind of like hot range of where all these coins are going to go up, not just the Carson City and O and Peace, but all the coins, is when we get within to maybe 2-3 weeks of actual drop ship dates. So let's say if it's the end of October, expect to see these things begin to go up even more in value first week of October. I would not be surprised to see that. Again, we're in the holidays at this point. People are going to be shopping for gifts for the holidays, and you just see all of the FOMO and the fear revolving around this. It's like it's going to be a race to actually get one as opposed to, just waiting around if you did order it on pre-release day, two different things. And that's why I did this a day earlier from the last final 2 coin release tomorrow, is that it will give you guys an opportunity that if you did jump into this, you might want to do that. And the peace dollar is going to be a testament. Here's going to be the ultimate shocker at the 4th coin on the list. And this is the one coin that I said would tie pretty closely to what the peace dollar is. And that's actually going to be the Philadelphia Morgan dollar. It's the last coin in the series that's available tomorrow as of this video. But we're seeing stable sales for between $200 and $250, even though there's no confirmed price on these or confirmed orders. Again, this particular coin hasn't been made available for pre-order yet, but as you can see, the prices are pretty good. On the low end, we're at $200, but we did see a single sale here of $279. So, it's those kind of sales that at the end of the day, $285 right here, if you play the averages, it's between $200 and $250. There are other coins, again, that people have thrown up with a bin of $185, and people are scooping them up pretty quickly. But it says a lot when they're also being picked up at $285. But as you can see, this is following kind of the very similar trajectory of the peace dollar. Okay, $200 to $250. You have a few coins that have sold for under $200. You have a number of them that have sold for over $250. And it's just a recipe for what I foretell as being a very strong seller later on down the road. And we're seeing quite a bit more of the confirmed sales on eBay, even though this particular coin hasn't been made available yet. That's because it's within a day or two. All right, you can see August 8th on a lot of these, 8th. So people are kind of gearing up for it. And they're buying only from established sellers, all right, with good feedback. All right, so believe it or not, that's the fourth most popular Morgan piece dollar of the bunch. And I almost hate to say this, but yeah, the two coins that I feel like might have a little bit more potential in the long run are the S and D mint mark. And we're putting these two at kind of like 5A, 5B, or, but I have the S mint going ahead of Denver for the mere reason that San Francisco mint mark coins do command a marginal amount more of desirability in the secondary market. But as you can see, this is the kind of like underwhelming coin. This might actually be your spec coin right here, where it's cheap enough that you could dive right into it and just hold on to them. Because I could imagine maybe in 24 to 36 months, these coins will probably end up being like $500 a pop. Because again, it's a tribute coin of one of two of the most popular U.S. coins in history. So we're seeing prices right around to like $150 to $200 on this particular coin. Some are a little bit less than that. But as you can see, I would probably even drop the average kind of like range of like 125 to 150. Considering that these coins were available for $85, you're barely making any enough money to actually make a profit. I would probably sit on this and just hold on to them. Because again, when these release in October, they're probably going to end up being $300 coins. So, if you needed to pick up some extra cash for the holidays, for gifts and, shopping and whatnot, and you have these confirmed, just hold on to them. That's going to be the better play in all of this. And then finally, there does need to be a final coin on the list. Unfortunately, it's going to be the Denver Morgan dollar. Same boat. Again, look at the prices. They're all very similar. The D and the S mint, $125 to $150 range currently. Again, these are a strong hold. The CC, the O, if you're able to get a few of the piece dollars up to 3, I know there's people that will game the system and get like 30 of them. And also the Philadelphia Morgan, which has no mint mark whatsoever on it. You might want to sell those. I don't know. Again, being that they're priced so high currently, it's more speculative. And then with speculation comes more risk. Whereas the D and S, they're priced cheap enough currently. Yeah, you didn't get them at $85, but 140 to 150, maybe a little lower. I mean, that's a heck of a deal right there. You might want to jump on a few of these and just kind of pad your inventory. Because again, I think the S and D coins will reach a much higher level closer to the release of the coins in October. So yeah, that's the final coin out of the bunch. I did promise to talk about a little bit of the investment ramifications of all of these coins after release, or after physical release, where they actually ship them out and they're at your door and in your hot hands. Of course, I think the CC Privy is going to be a super atomic performer, but I think the piece dollar will come in at a close second, all right? And then the O Privy and then the P Mint will kind of follow suit. Now, what's the big reason why the P minted coin has been performing so well? I don't know. I really am not sure. The only thing that I could possibly kind of wonder on that particular coin is that because all of the coins are minted in Philadelphia, that one does not have a mint mark. It's more true to its minting facility than it would be if it had, say, a D or an S mint. And I think collectors kind of covet that extra value that comes with the history of that coin and where it's minted at. And then when you have a Philadelphia minted coin with no physical mint mark, as you would expect, on a Morgan dollar, and it's minted there at the Philadelphia Mint, I think that's where some of the value tie-in is going to be. So, top 3, I would guess is going to be the CC Privy, followed by the Piece, and then you're going to have kind of like a back and forth battle between the New Orleans Privy and then the Philadelphia minted examples. And of course, the last two the Denver and the San Francisco is going to bring up the rear, and it's not going to be close. All right. In 5 years, when the CC is $1,000 as a raw coin, the Denver and San Francisco's will be in that kind of like 250 to 350 mark. They're just going to be on the low end of the totem pole. They're not Privy mint marks. They're just regular mint marks on the coin. But yeah, that's pretty much my speculative take on the rank of the 6 coins in general. Would love to hear your thoughts. Is there maybe one coin that you would shuffle around on here? But based off of like current values in the marketplace for these pre-orders, this rank is put together to tailor that particular segment of the desirability of the coins. So that's why I did that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it. Exciting stuff based off of this list. You might want to consider jumping in to the Peace and Morgan dollar that's going to be available tomorrow. It's the last chance to get them at rock bottom price. As you can see, the prices are extremely robust in these particular 2 coins that are going to be available tomorrow. Again, the Peace dollar, 200,000 product limit. And then the other P-minted Morgan, 175,000. Again, up to 3 of each per order. If you have a way of buying more, then, more, all the power to you, I guess. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Again, would love to hear your thoughts. Your opinion means a lot to me. And yeah, it was exciting. I'm glad I was actually able to drop this video for you guys to consider ahead of the final release of the pre-sale order period. But I'm your host, Sean, with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Don't forget to like, dislike, share, and subscribe. I have to throw in the dislike now because it really doesn't matter. You like the video, you like the content, give me a thumbs up. But if you didn't care too much about it, give me a dislike. Or if you don't like me for whatever strange reason, then you give me a dislike too. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Coinaholics, we are discovering together each and every single day. This was a pleasure to talk about. Best of luck to you guys tomorrow. I will be on to order a few coins myself. But that's going to be a wrap. We are discovering together. You guys take care. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you on the next coin video. Take care.